With the Advantech subfloor assembly, you can be sure that you're building a reputation on something stronger. And the best builders, well, they may always stand apart, but they never stand alone. So ask yourself, are you bringing your A game?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Unbuild It Before the Build series on YouTube channel. You can also find it on Steve Basic Architect, my YouTube channel, so go check it out there. Smash that subscribe button on both of them. But anyways, we're still talking about that cantilever deck. We are neck deep in those details. So that means this week we talk about the rail details. Yeah, we got that deck, we got it all framed up, and now we need to protect the people from falling off the edge. So we got to wrap a rail around it. And we have to make it an appropriate rail. And it has to work, it has to be structural, it has to look mighty fine. So, got Big Red, got the detail, let's dive in. All right, everybody. So, here we go. We got the detail, we got Big Red, and let's start talking deck details for the rail system. All right, so you can see here, we have a couple different elevations. This is a blow up from the front elevation of the deck. You can see here, there's our knife-like rail that comes down. And these are the angles beyond. You can see those are, we talked about those in the earlier videos. Those are 4" by 7" with the little 3" spacer so water can drip out, right? But we're aligned, we're on that modulo of the 2 foot. Those angles were on 2 foot center, our rails are on 4 foot center. So we maintain that module. So let's talk about the rail system here. We have 1" channel that goes around the perimeter. And it is not a square tube. It is, in fact, a channel. You can see it here. It is U-shaped and it is facing down so that it can't hold any water. Not only that, but we have a piece of 5/4 that is the wood cap here. Right. So we needed that channel to be able to put a screw up into that wood cap. So we have our screws that get installed up through there. That channel was pre-drilled so that it can accept that rail. And notice the rails, those wood rails, they stop just before that knife, like baluster. So all intentional. And then we have these just little 4 clips here that are holding that rail frame in between the 2 balusters. So it's meant to look very dainty, very light, even though it's steel. The beauty of steel is that its strength to weight ratio is very, very high. It's a very strong material, even with just little 1/4" pieces. It can certainly do the duty we ask for it. And then you can see we have our rods here that go in between. You can see those are all spaced 3 7/8. They have to be less than 4 inches. And so we have that all called out. So Emmett can make that whole setup in the shop, basically bring it out, and then just weld it up into place. As far as what are these, I keep calling these knife-like balusters. They're nothing more than a piece of 3/8" bar stock. You can see here this is a kind of a front elevation through the 3/8" dimension. And here you can see it's labeled there. It's 2 inches in width. And notice that I called for it to have taper because I want everything to kind of keep going down to the smallest dimension that I can make it. And then there was a little 3-inch, basically, welding plate that the bar stock was then welded to, and then that welded plate can get welded around. It just gives us a larger surface area to attach that to, as well as it makes it a little easier for the guys out there to do that install. And then carrying on, you can see here, again, here's each one of those rods. The spacing is basically a section in through this frame here, right? Taking a look at it, and you get to see that wood cap there. The knife-like balusters, just slightly higher, has that channel. Channel comes down. All of those rods fit inside that. The bottom channel there, 3 inches off the deck, 1-inch channel. There's our tapered knife-like baluster, 2 inches wide, like that. And there is the rail system. You'll see there's a slideshow coming up. In the corners, it actually ends with the rod and the wood, and then we have the other baluster with the wood cap attached. There's nothing out in the corners, and that was intentional. Again, the whole idea of this deck is to kind of take it to the maximum that we can to remove as many pieces as we can to disseminate it into that air. Remember, we're trying to be true to our partee. If you want to know what the partee is, go back to that video 1 and video 2 where we talk pretty heavily about that. But you can see here we are in, video 24, and we're still kind of circling back from video 24 back to video number 1 and number 2. So it's a whole lot of information that has come full circle. Anyways, you got the slideshow coming up. Hopefully you enjoyed these details here. Enjoy that slideshow, and until next time, long live our buildings.